Hey, I'm Emily Fraser from Matchroom Hall. I hope you all like and follow Shark Street.
Hi, I'm Lucas Krause. Join us on the Shark.
Hello, I'm Jonas Soto, and join us on Shark Stream.
Hello everyone, I'm Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. Join us to the Shark Stream. Let's go!
Hello, I am David Alcaide. Join us in Shark Stream.
Hey guys, I'm Fedor Gorst. Join us on the Shark Stream.
I'm Christina Tkach. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Guys, it's Jason Sean. Join us on the Shark Stream tonight.
I'm John Moore. Join me on the Shark Stream.
Hi, I'm Savannah Easton. Join us on the Shark Stream.
Hi, my name is Georgia Georgiev, and you can join us at the Shark Stream.
Salotto is the world's premier pool community. Playing your friends has never been more fun. Raise the bar with Salotto so regular practice can become real pressure. With monthly prizes and cash payouts, Salotto brings pool to the people. You can even submit match results to Fargo Rate through Salotto if you want, but you don't have to. Your race, your place. Make your matches count with Salotto. Download now and get started. No minimum play per month. 8, 9, 10 ball. You choose. It all counts.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Shark Stream. We have another match here, the 3 p.m. Looks like I think it's winners round. I'm sorry, no, it's losers round. One loss round 2. We're going to be bringing you live coverage of Mickey Krause and, oh man, Tan-Guo and Nicolas. Both 780 Fargos. It's going to be a heck of a match. I don't think they're in progress yet since they haven't started match scoring according to the billboard there on the top of your screen. So we're in the warm-up phase. It's going to be a great match. We just had a Hill Thriller. So thank you guys all for tuning into the Shark Stream. We just like I said, we just watched what did we watch? This is going to get underway shortly. Just give us a few minutes and then we'll get going. I haven't seen Mickey show up to the table yet, but we're going to get this match underway. We just, like I said, we had a great match in the last stream. Roberto's the Superman Gomez playing against Mark Vidal Claremont. Mark putting on a hell of a show. Went hill. The Superman ended up winning 9-8. But I'll tell you what, I got to give all props to Mark. I mean, he played a great game. Roberto made a few mistakes, but it was a lot of fun to watch. Hopefully this one, we got a 788 Mickey Krause Mosconi Cup player. And we got, oh man, if somebody in the comment section can tell me how to pronounce this name, that'd be great. I actually did take some advice from the comment section a few minutes ago and said, hey, Google, how do you pronounce this name? And Google's like, I don't know either. So if you guys can help me out, let me know. But I'm just going to say Mickey and Tan are playing very soon. Looks like Mickey's at the table. He's going to be starting this matchup very soon. Stay tuned, folks. All right, sorry about that. I was a little distracted for the moment. This is Brian in the booth bringing you live action about Mickey and Tan. Round 3 of the one-loss side, I believe. See what we got for live action. It's round 2 one-loss side. We got Carlo Biano and Leon playing in the Bull Carbon Arena. We got another 7 matches. If you're interested in watching any of those all-table streaming matches, you can go to the link on the bottom of your screen and use the code TheSharkStream. For now, this is the one we're going to be covering. Mickey's down 1-0 against Tan. Thanks everybody again for tuning in. We got about 250 people out there. Follow us on Facebook, like us on, or subscribe on YouTube, and definitely hit like if you're enjoying this content. This is Brian Brennan in the booth. Bobby Hilton might be joining me shortly, and we'll bring you some live content from the Battle of the Bull in Roanoke, Virginia. Now it looks like Tan's on the table. Got a clean look at the 7 ball. That's a tough cut up the rail, though. Hey, what's up, Manny? Everybody in the Slur. There's a couple other people in the comments section I saw from the last broadcast. Love seeing you guys coming back. That's awesome. Look at that cut up the rail. That gets a boom. That's a heck of a cut. Now he's just got to tap the 8 in, and he's got the 9 automatic. Laser focus. Tan looking great. 2-0 over Mickey Krause. Just saw a funny comment on YouTube. Slur said, does Mickey ever wear shoes? LOL. I don't believe I've ever seen Mickey wearing shoes.
Hello. Am I in?
Hang on. Hang on.
All right.
Yeah, Bobby, you're live.
All right. Yeah. No, I see Mickey wear shoes. He wears shoes now when he doesn't have to. I think.
I seriously don't think I've ever seen Mickey wear shoes.
Really, the high end. I think high end tournaments he does. I think.
Well, I'm sure there are certain tournaments with certain dress codes. This does not appear to be one of them, so he's very comfortable in sandals.
Yeah, no, this is the players. I talked to the players a lot this week. They really like this. They get to wear shorts as long as they're upper bodies with their uniforms, and they're really comfortable with it. My take to it is I wonder if it makes the top pros, feel a little like not doing your job, if you know what I mean. Like if they maybe take it a little too comfortable because they're so used to competing high level with full dress code. I wonder if it makes it different with their mindset, even though not knowing, you know what I mean?
Well, you're the one that's out there on the road talking to all the pros, so perhaps you could do a little research and find out.
Yeah, no, I messaged a couple of them. They just said they love it, but I'm saying on the inside, like you can say, "Oh, I love wearing the shorts," but when you're playing at the table, are you in the same mindset as if you're dressed in your Sunday blues? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're all
absolutely.
saying to me they love it. They said, "Oh, they love the shorts, they love the sandals, and you be comfortable. They love it." That's what they're telling me.
Makes sense.
But like I said, do they feel like they're playing at the top of their game, or do they feel like they're playing with their buddy on a Sunday, psychologically, not on the outside?
Oh, there's certainly a difference. I mean, if you're, in your Sunday best, so to speak, and you have your slacks and your collared shirt and, your dress shoes on, you might play a little differently than if you're sitting in your sneakers and your shorts and you got maybe a little cargo shirt on or whatever. Yeah, absolutely.
Right, you might be in like a practice mode-ish, in your mind, at least is what I'm saying. But either way, we saw some great pool. A lot of these guys are getting knocked out and get to the one loss. You did a great match a few minutes ago. Roberto Gomez came back from being down big, right?
Yeah, Superman, I thought was actually like Mark actually, he played phenomenal pool, and Superman, Roberto Gomez he made a few mistakes, but he did eventually triumph. So I got to say, both players played fantastic. It's another Hill thriller right here on the Shark Stream, of course. And I was excited. I mean, it was really good. I didn't expect it to be that close.
All right, well, we got Mickey struggling right now. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just joining him right now. No points on the board for Mickey. What's going on so far, Brian?
Right now, Tan's been playing lights out. I don't even think I've seen Mickey shoot yet. I was a little distracted for a minute, so he might have been on the table, but Tan's just been dominating right now. He might have even had a break and run. I bet, like I said, I was a little distracted. You know why? And we'll figure what. But right now, I mean, we'll see what happens when he gets to the table, if he gets to the table. We saw Shane Van Boning put together a 7-pack yesterday or the day before.
It was phenomenal. Yeah, against Roberto Gomez. He played a light out.
It was crazy. But, so that's just the way the match room works. So you got the golden 9, so you can make a golden break. Or the wild 9, so you can make a golden break. I think Shane put together 3 break-in runs, then a golden 9, and then 2 more behind it. And then Tan just broke dry. So I think this is the first time I've seen, or at least so far, seen Mickey at the table.
I know Mickey had a slight issue with the scheduling today, and well, I mean, it's a little justified. He said, I don't mind playing 3 matches in a day, but I don't think you got to put me at 9 a.m. and then bring me back at 3 p.m. and then if I win, play again at 11 p.m.
Long day.
That's basically a 13-hour day. Like, he really can't go anywhere, maybe for a couple hours. Like, maybe he was thinking maybe back to back and then a later one or something. So that was the only really complaint I heard about the scheduling thus far.
Yeah, I mean, he just had an unfortunate shot on the 1, so Tan's gonna have ball in hand again. But at the end of the day, if your matches are spread out that far apart, that's hard because you get hot, then cold, then hot, then cold, then hot again. It's tough to accommodate.
Right, and then also, like I said, the eating schedule, then the sleeping schedule. He had to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning, and he's going to be there until at least 1 o'clock in the morning. That's 17 hours or whatever that is. It's a long time.
You got to get your sleep on.
Yeah, but all right. So looking pretty good here. A nice straight position for the 2. Just roll his ball up for the 3 ball. The 7, he's going to have to try to come underneath the 7. The 9 is blocking the 7. But with the 6 being the side, there should be no issue with that. Oh, that was a good shot. He actually bumped the 5, make a little bit more room for the 4.
That's just, I mean, my style of play from being a straight pool player. I like bumping balls around and moving around. It's just fun. So I love it when players, especially young players like Tan, actually like to move change the furniture a little bit every once in a while. But most of these pros, they just like moving the Q3 rails instead.
Yep.
Tell you what, though, that was a strong play. Now he's got the 4, the 5, the 6 in the side. The only problem ball I see is the 7.
Yeah, he's got to come underneath it, Brian, because he can't unless he wants to do 7-9, which I don't think he's going to want to do that.
It's funny too because I say the 7's a problem ball. My buddy James that I play with pretty much daily be like, "Oh yeah, combo, we got this." I didn't even see the combo until just this moment.
Yeah, no, we don't look for him. And I was talking to Georgie. He actually did a match with us. You were there for that one, and
Yeah,
he
the
doesn't
3
like
p.m.
combos
yesterday.
either. He
Nobody
doesn't like
likes
combos either.
Nobody likes combos.
No. All right, so he needs a nice angle on his 6 to get underneath the 7 here. Maybe pull it a little bit, go
Oh, I
forward.
like this. He went forward, and he's going to have access to the back of the 7. See where his Q is right now? That's where he wants to land.
Yeah, the tricky part, guys, is he's got to be kind of straight. If he has a big angle, it's going to be hard to get back to the 8. So you have to go 1 or 2 rails. So you really want to be close to straight so he can roll it forward, get on the 8 ball.
Say me, I'm drawing this all day to straight in on the 7 in the corner. And that's exactly what Tan did because he can just roll forward now and he's got the 8 all day.
That was a really nice stroke right there.
Wow, perfectly stroked. Look at this leave. You can leave the cue ball, and I'm just going to draw real quick. Literally anywhere in this area of the table and be fine on the 9. And why not just give yourself a little tap in? And up 4-0 over Mickey, and we've only seen Mickey at the table. At least I've only seen Mickey at the table one time. And he didn't have much of a look, and he scratched.
Oh, yeah, you can go play. I'll do the commentary. You can do that. All right, guys, we're back.
Sorry, folks, a little technical glitch there. We lost Bobby on the audio for the last about minute and a half, but it seems to be fixed. Let me know if you can hear Bobby. Bobby, go ahead.
All right, there we go. So that was my best commentary I ever did.
Oh, it was absolutely the most brilliant commentary I've ever heard.
I can't believe it. It's gone, but that's okay. Again, we got a good match here. I was just talking about how tough this tournament is. So many players on the one-loss side, like Carlo Beato, David Alcady, Mickey Krause, and of course Jonas is already out, and Georgie Georgiev on the one loss. It's just such a tough tournament. We try to get behind the 8-ball, and it looks like he did. He's looking to see if he can see a sliver. If he can, he's going to try to just thin it to the side rail and bring the cue ball kind of back where it is. Again, thanks for joining us. You're watching the Shark Stream. This is the Battle of the Bull, and if you like what you're seeing, please hit the share button, hit the like button. I was going to try to roll it behind the 4-ball. From his body language, you can tell he's not that happy with it. And again, it's still weird for me to see guys playing in shorts. It's just not the thing. You know, all these pro events we see people playing.
It is a very casual atmosphere. It's almost like, what was the other one? Darn it. Darn it. I am so blanking right now. It's that big rally that Bobby Hunt likes to go to. It's not the rally.
The Derby.
The Derby. That's the one I'm thinking of. It's like, that is just complete madcap crazy. This looks like it actually seems like a similar kind of environment. People are just very, very relaxed. Love it.
Yeah. Everything. I mean, wow. Can we get a replay and a boom? That was amazing. Check out this shot with the kick. A little bit of left spin and pow, right in the pocket.
He smokes. Tan just drilling that kick shot.
And that was a beautiful play. He's not out of the woods yet. He's got to try to get up for the red 3, Brian. Got to put a lot of sauce on this ball. He hit that brilliantly.
It makes it look easy.
He did. He did. I love that comment you just said, because so many commentators and even the people that I'm sitting there watching at the events with, that's what they say. These pros make it look so easy. You know, we play this game and we try to get to do things like this. And when they do it, sometimes it looks like this game can't be that hard, but it really is. Got to come cross table here to get on the orange. Not bad, not bad. We're worried about how he's going to get on the 6. He wants to be kind of straight so we can kind of stop it to play the 7. But
my instinct is just to drag draw and play the 5 and then go right up the left rail to the 6.
Yeah, exactly. But I think he wants to be a little straight. Doesn't want to be on the inside of the rail, come back and forth to the 7. Yeah, I think he came too much the other way.
Yeah, you could see the universal signal for slow down cue ball is tapping the slate. That's exactly what Tan did. It's like, whoa, that was too fast, slow down, slow down.
Yeah. The Chinese people, the England people, everybody, Americans, South America, we all do the same thing. Slow down.
But if you tap the slate, it'll slow the cue ball down. That's what we all think. It never works, but it actually is what we all think.
All right, so he's got to try to spin this. He's going to try to avoid the 9. He doesn't want to hit the 9. And he's got to make the shot as well. And he can't put too much spin because it doesn't want to come underneath it. So this is tricky. I don't know if you guys watched the Guama versus Lucas action match last night. Guama got the best of Lucas again, unfortunately. It was a 11-9 score. I believe it was 5,000 in the middle. And Guama played really good.
For 10.
I don't know if Lucas beat Guama in the last 5 times they played, Brian.
He's been having a hard run against Gregorio, aka Guama.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tan's going to jump out to a 5-0 lead here.
Yeah, I don't see anything stopping him. Playing pretty fire. You know what's amazing? You see these guys play, Ryan. You're like, how did they lose, right? How did they? If you don't miss, how do you lose? But from set to set,
you can't win from the chair.
Yep, from set to set, things happen, and it's pretty weird. Center hole.
Nailed it.
After today, we're going to be down to the final 32 single elimination, and then I think it's going to finish tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. I think it goes from first one's going to be at 9, and then the same thing at 11, and then at 1, 3, 5, and 7 should be the finals. Is that right? 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. Yep.
It works. All right, HR Biggs. Gonna take a miracle for Mickey to come back. Hey, like I said, yesterday we watched the Shane Van Boning run a 7-pack. It's not beyond Mickey's capability. So as murky, you're absolutely right. You never know. He's just got to get to the table. Dan's not let him in the door.
Yeah, that match was like 40 minutes, Brian. We watched it.
It was so fast. We were done in less than an hour. Yeah.
It was 2-1, and then the next thing you know was 8-2. Unbelievable. All right, the 3 got a little bit wacky. Okay. All right, he's looking at that 3 ball. Might be able to stick him behind the 9 with the safety. Doesn't really have a good breakup shot. You can't really go 2 rails. The 5's kind of in the way. So I think it's going to come down here and maybe apply safety behind the 9, unless he decides to go safety with the 2. He got really, I don't know if it was unfortunate or fortunate. He made that ball. He wasn't trying to make it off that ball. So therefore, he lost control of the cue ball. And now he's going to have a kick himself. Somebody asking if this was a 5-pack. It is not. Mickey was at the table a couple times. He's not going to be happy with this leave. He really was trying to hit the 9 ball full and get the cue ball behind the 9. So Mickey's going to have a couple of easy balls here. Got to stay confident, stay the roll, and he's going to go a little inside English here so he doesn't bang into the 9. Okay, good shot. A little straighter than he wanted to be. Now he's going to have to force this ball to come back to get to the 6. Yep, that's the stroke he had to do because, again, he was a little straighter than he wanted to be. And now he's going to be okay here. A little jacked up over the 8 here. Or the 7, I mean. And he's going to try to get this ball back close to the side pocket in the middle of the table. The 7. Pretty nice shot there by Mickey. All right, we're gonna go forward here, 2 reels, and be almost straight in. And Mickey Krause is going to be on the board here, and it's going to make it 5-1. There we go, Mickey breaking. And for those of you who don't know, this is going to be rack your own tournament. So they will use the magic rack and rack their own balls. They're using the Taom Max rack, of course. Of course, it's one of the Shark Stream sponsors as well. They also sponsored this event as well. I'm doing a lot of big things out there in the pool world. This tournament is played on diamond tables. 4-inch cup pockets. All right, making a break, down 1-5. All right, guys, again, you got Bobby Hilton in the booth giving you play-by-play, and I got over 300 people watching. Let's hit that share button, hit the like, write a comment, do whatever you can to make some noise on the internet. That really helps us. Any kind of movement you guys do, whether it's sharing, liking, or commenting, because it makes the algorithm go, and it pushes us out to bigger and better areas for us to get more viewers for the stream. So please hit the like and share and like and comments. All right, he makes the 1 ball. He got a little wonky on the 2. He's going to have to figure out if he wants to try to thin cut this or play the safety. I mean, the safety is almost automatic if he wants to get the cue ball behind the 3 and bring that 2 ball, 2 reels up table, or even 1 reel, but I think 2 reels. And you just kind of drag, slide it behind the 3 ball. Mickey really taking his time here. And he played the carom and he made it. How about that? And has a shot on the 2, a little long, but very makeable for Mickey. All right, here he goes on that shot. Pretty good shot. Position wasn't ideal. I think you want to go a little farther. Now he's have to make a tough cut on the 4. And draw this ball to the side rail. And he's actually going to try to cut this inside and bring the cue ball 3 or 4 reels back for the 5. 1, 2. Oh, look at the reverse. That was a good shot by Mick. But again, he's just leaving himself a little bit tougher every single time. His position hasn't been where he wanted it to be. But still at the table. Jacked up over the 7. Shooting the 5 ball. This is no easy task here. Yeah, that's the smart play right there, Mickey. How's everybody doing on this Friday late afternoon? We are in Roanoke, Virginia. Battle of the Bull. You are watching the Shark Stream. I just want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors here. Of course, Brunswick Tables, home of the Brunswick Arena on the Shark Stream. Of course, McDermott Cues, Taom Billiards. Of course, Andy Gow, like, share, and subscribe. And then last but not least, Aramith and Simonis. Thank you guys for all your continued support and helping the Shark Stream do what we do. We wouldn't be able to go on the road and do all the stuff we do and show you all these matches without your continued support. So thank you very much. It's a pretty awesome team that I just named right there. So that's Team Sharkstream, Team No Sleep, Brunswick Billiards, McDermott Q, Taom Billiards, Andy Gow, and of course, Aramith and Simonis. Thank you guys. Mickey's looking, trying to assess the situation here. He's going to look for the jump, and I don't think he's even playing the jump bank. He's going to try to book. Wow! Instead, he does jump in bank and actually makes it. Mickey Krause, everybody! Holy moly! What a great shot that was. Not out of the woods yet, but that was a good start. Now he's got to pop this ball inside, draw it off the bottom rail, and I like this position shot. He's going to get the cue ball. Good shot if it just makes a 6. And he does. It's exactly where he wanted to be. So Mickey Krause made a great shot, and here he is with a chance to pull it within 3. He can go 1 rail here, or he can go 2. He's going to go 1. Got the nice angle just to go forward now. Again, he can draw it 2 however he wants, but follow it here, come towards the side pocket. Obviously, just don't want to scratch. And he went underneath it. That's okay too. I like going underneath because that avoids the scratch 100%. He just puts a little bit more left spin on it, and that's how we got it underneath. All right, Mickey,
I was gonna
make it.
say, my dude's not
Okay,
here yet,
fine.
so I figured I'd just stop back in the booth for real quick. Looks
Yeah,
like
no,
Mickey's
I got-
on a little bit of a rally here.
Yeah, he made a great sick jump shot bank and ran out.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. And he just made the 1 ball in the break, and he's trying to get underneath that a little bit farther than he wanted to, but
Automatic
he's got
safety.
options here. He's got options.
Definitely an automatic safety here. If he goes for
You
the
don't like
3
trying
in
to
the,
make it? He can make
if
that,
he
you know.
goes for the 3 in the upper right corner, I'll be sure he's going for it.
Yeah. Because I think he can play a 2-way, bring the cue ball back off the rail. Yep. So he brought the cue ball back off the rail. He didn't get it. He was trying to go a little bit more so he could still get behind the 9 ball.
He's still out in the open now. And
Yeah, that's what I mean. He
Tansman,
didn't hard enough.
Tansman
He hit a little
shooting
harder.
so lights out that this is a scary shot if I'm Mickey. Yep. Yeah, I left that out there on purpose. Yeah.
All right, guys, great job by getting those numbers up. We're right about 450 on YouTube and over 50 on Facebook. So please continue to share. As I keep mentioning, nice shot right there. Wow, look at that with position.
That's why I said if you leave that shot for Tan, it's a scary shot because he's going to take it.
He's playing really well. So, yeah, I mean, you guys hit the share, hit the like button. Anytime you guys do any kind of movement, whether it's a like, share, or comment, it gets us moving in the algorithm and it gets us out to more people. So that's what we really appreciate. So please hit that share button and rock and roll. A little stun shop here, a little draw, just a hair. Yep, just like that. Not looking good for this rack for Mickey here. Okay, that's where he wants to be. Right where he's pointing, that's where he wants to be with the cue ball after he's shooting the 6. So he's trying to figure out how to get on the 6 to get to that spot. I like going forward a little more right here so he has a bigger angle on the 6. Doesn't want to be straight.
I honestly learned that. I learned that by watching Lucas. He has a habit, and it's something that I've adopted, of tapping the table with your tip of your cue where you want the cue to go. So you just have that visualization of this is where I want the cue to be, and then you plan how to get there from that. And I love the fact that Tan does the same thing. It seems to be a very good visualization habit from these pro players, and something that I got to be honest, after 35 years of playing pool, I've adopted. It's just smart. Where's the cue going to go? Tap it, and then figure out the line.
Yep, that's exactly right. And sometimes Onash will see he does it with his hand, actually. He puts his hand like a cue ball and kind of screws it, and that's how he points to it. But yeah, they all do it a little differently. And I love what you said. It's the visualization of where it's going to be, and that's how you want to get it there. And you got to figure out how to get it there.
Then you got to figure out how to get it there. That's a whole different problem. But you at least have a destination in mind.
All right, looking at the little ballerina stance here.
I was gonna say he's
Like
got that pirouette, so to speak. Yeah, he's in great shape here.
All right, one away from making it 2-6 here. There it is. He's 3 away. Mickey needs 7. Again, I don't think it's over by any means, Mickey. A little bit more capable of running some racks than most, so we'll see how it goes. And again, Brian said, yeah, he probably could have played safe on that 3, but as you guys know that watch Mickey Krause, he's a little bit more aggressive than most players. He does play safe and he's really good at it, but he is a little bit more aggressive, and he was with that 3 ball, and it actually cost him a rack.
Agree with Arlene on the YouTube comments saying 471 people are watching and only 41 likes. Hit the like button, people. So definitely, if you're enjoying this free stream from the Battle of the Bull in Roanoke, Virginia, please do hit the like button. Follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and definitely turn on notifications. We're going to be bringing you great content all weekend long.
Well, Curtis. I don't know, Brian. Let's threaten them. Let's get it up to 100 likes, or we won't do the Fedor match next. We won't even post it. Let's get to 100 likes, or we won't even share the Fedor match next. How about that little hostage? The next
little
match
incentive.
Yep. So let's hit that like, guys. We got to get up to over 100. Let's see it go up quickly as well. Because who knows? He can run a 3-pack right here, and the match is over.
Yeah, Fedor's playing Petri Makkonen on table 1 at 5 p.m. We're going to try and bring you that one, unless Bobby says no.
Yeah, so let's hit the like button, guys. Like you said, we got 475 people. There's no reason to have less than 10% likes. That's a. If you guys are getting a good free stream here, let's hit that like. Yeah, I just hit a like, so that'll help us a little bit. All right, dry break, but Mickey put him behind the 3 ball here. I mean, Mickey's put behind the 3-ball. He's going for a jump shot. This is a really difficult shot. He's trying to jump, reverse cut this 1 ball. Wow. 2 ball is going to want to go towards that corner. And he hit the 3-ball. Nothing ties up. So ball in hand here. Mickey trying to figure out what he did wrong there, setting up. So we got ball in hand here. 1, 2. Right there. The 3 is in the middle of the table. 4 is by the side rail. 5, 6 in the same area. And 7, 8, 9, 10 in the same area. Looks like he's just going to go. And these pros, when they're thinking in their head, they're thinking almost the whole rack out already. They're thinking at least 3, 4, 5, 6 balls ahead, and how to get angles on them. So he's going to get an angle for this 2 to get onto the 3. He might get a little straight there.
Yeah, he's a little straight, but he could definitely drift over for the 3 in the corner.
Well, he needs a little angle though. He's got to, because he wants to slide over to get the 4. He can't be too straight, or he can't be towards him, because then the cue ball is going to be running away from the 4. Well, I think he got it, Brian.
You too?
He can go forward.
He nailed it.
I think he can. I think he can go forward now. He's looking at it. Yeah, he's going to be right there. Get on the 4 to get on the 5. This is probably going to be the shot of the rack, but he's got to get good on the 4. If not, the 4 is going to be the shot. He wants a slight angle on the 4 to get off the rail to bang to the 5.
Oh my goodness. I did not see that coming. That's the same thing I do all the time. It's the straightest straight in shot ever. And those are the hardest ones for me. I can do 89 degrees, but straight in, I'm dead. But Mickey has a huge opportunity here.
Yeah, he's got a nice little 1 rail. Okay, 2 rails. He's got the good angle to slide out to the 5, and then everything else is wide open after that. Brian, you will not believe how many people are talking to me about the boom bus.
I can only imagine the boom bus is awesome.
People I don't even know are saying, I hear you got that bus. I want to take a look at it. They think it's like got a disco ball in there and a pole and like luxury seats.
You must have a dance pole in there somewhere, and then you must have a disco ball and some lights and everything else. Absolutely.
And it's literally just seats, but it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. He's got to stroke his ball.
We're definitely going to get you a red carpet and some velvet poles so that, you know, when the guys get out of the bus, it looks like a red carpet walk from like the Met Gala.
100%. 100%.
You're bringing all the pros around. You might as well make it a show.
Absolutely. I can't believe we got a full bus going to Atlantic City, Brian.
I totally can believe that you have a full bus.
Somebody else wanted to go, and I'm like, I really don't have the room.
The seats?
Yeah. Well, then we need one for luggage too. Don't forget, we had 9 people with luggage and cue cases. That's the reason why we got the boom bus, because I could have got like a big Yukon or something like that, but that fits 5, and then you got 5 luggages plus suitcases. It's too hard. It just doesn't have it. This whole thing has it back.
You got the storage, you got the capacity, and you got, for Team No Sleep, I've seen a lot of people sleeping in the bus. So,
yeah.
It's good stuff. It's amazing. I love that you're having a good time on this road trip.
Yeah, it's definitely long. Missing the family for sure. Missing the business, missing everybody, but the dogs and cats, obviously. But having fun with the guys. Like today, we went to a barbecue place down south, and we got some brisket, and then we stopped at an ice cream place after the match, and then I'm back here commentating. Then we're going to another match, FSR, right after this at 5. So. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. It's keeping me busy, that's for sure. Not just sitting here and playing on my phone like I normally do.
All right, 1 disappears. 9 heading towards the side. Oh, if he had just a little more speed, that might have been a golden break. But he's got the 2. you can get that template out of there, he's got the 2.
He's going to say, now, now check this out, Brian. There's no referees here.
They have to have officials.
No officials.
Oh, wow.
Also, they do not have the official tournament director. The guy who owns the place, Corey Wolford, Shane Wolford's dad, is doing the tournament directing.
Wow.
So
they're just verifying the ball position here, it looks like.
Yep.
And Tan's like, whatever, dude. That's the way most pool players are. It's like, yeah, we got you. It's a good.
It's a big rack here, and I think it's all the people that have the integrity too. You know who you're playing against. There's some people that may be shady on purpose. Mickey is not one of them. He showed a true test of it at the Makkonen Cup.
Absolutely.
Playing against Fedor.
I was gonna call that out as well. I mean, he actually called a foul on himself when the ref didn't call him foul, and that is truly sportsmanship and just the highest of level of integrity. I totally respect Mickey for that. I believe it was a double tap, and he was just sort of buried in the corner, and then the ref didn't call it, and Mickey's just basically picked up the ball and handed it to his opponent, and that's what I like to see in a pool player.
This has got to be careful. He doesn't want to bump into the 7. It's going to slow down position for the 4. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
He got stuck on the 9.
Yep, but you got to be careful with that. I mean, I don't think he had a choice. The cue ball the tangent line was forced to go to that ball, no matter what spin you put on it. He was just hoping he got a little less of the ball and it could have run around the table a little bit. So now he's got to look at the 7-8 too. Now, Brian, what a mess.
Oh, this is a terrible table right now.
Yeah, you can't get out unless you break that up. That's for sure. Wow, Mickey Krause. And I was talking to Georgie the other day. These are one of the hardest jump shots there are on the rail, and he hit it gently. Not much going on here, though, especially with the 7-8.
What did Brian Merrick do?
I was just thinking that in my head, like, you can play that 5-9. I'm like, because the 7-8 doesn't go, that's the only possible reason I can think him possibly trying that.
Here's the thing. So he can go for the 5 make, and because it's WNT, the 9 is wild. The 5, the carom off the 5 is going to go straight into the 9 cross side.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my prediction.
He might he's looking at the 5-9.
He's looking at the combo.
Yeah, he's playing the Brian Merrick.
Went for it. Oh, he's going to break up the 7-8 on top. Oh, no, he isn't. Oh, wow. What a roll. Holy cow. Went for the 5-9 and buried the cue. Looks like Tan's got an arsenal out there.
Yeah, you got to be careful not to get the cue ball back and break that up. That's the only thing he's got to worry about.
That is literally the biggest concern. Leave the 7-8 alone. That way you might have a chance to get back to the table. And I can't believe the height these guys get out of those jump cues.
Yep. Nice shot. Look at the cue ball sitting on the rail.
All right, so now if you're Mickey, do you try to go for the make on the 5 and break up the 7-8 at the same time, or do you just say, I'm just going to push the 5 around?
That's risky. I'm going to double check and look at the angle. And because again, if it could break it up and the cue ball goes in the hole, now you're in big trouble. I don't know. We'll see. He's aggressive, so we'll see.
Yeah, I like that. I like that play. Just push the 5 around until you figure out a solution for the 7. Looks like he's going around the 6. I thought he might be going straight through the window. Oh, he went straight through the window. And look
Trying to
at
get
that.
the cue ball. Trying to get the cue ball behind the 7-8.
Yep, that's going to be home base for a little while longer.
Yep. All right, guys. Again, you're watching the Shark Stream. Got Bobby Boone with Brian Brennan in the booth, giving you play-by-play. And we are live at the Battle of the Bull, Roanoke, Virginia. And this is the one lost side. And we are tonight. We'll be back down to the top 32 single elimination round. So stay tuned. We got a lot of poll tonight. If we get to 100 likes on YouTube, I don't know if you can check that, Brian, at some point, but let's see if we got to 100.
Right now we're at 93, so we're 7 away.
Or 7. I think we're going to be safe, but you guys better hit that like button just to be safe if you want to see Fedor for free.
All right, jumped up to 95.
There we go.
Better's at 5 o'clock, guys.
Gonna get this 5 behind him now. Cue behind the 6. Nope, get the cue ball right behind there again.
I
There
told
we
you they're
go.
just going to keep burying the cue over there. That's the spot.
Again, both of them are still relatively safe as long as they don't break up that 7-8. So this match was going relatively quick. It really slowed down just a pair. That was close. I believe he did hit the 5, though. Yeah, he did. No ball in hand, so. Right back in that pile, Brian. Mickey's going to have to kick this one reel. Now, mind you, if that 5 is frozen, it's going to cue ball, or someone's going to have that another reel. If there's a little gap, he just has to touch it. All right, here he goes. That's it. All right, another safety. Who's going to sell the farm? That's the $1 million question. Who's going to break up that 7-8, or who's going to make a shot on that 5 ball and try to break it up? I think he can get the edge and try to get that cue ball back behind the 6 ball. But he might be trying to figure out, maybe give Mickey a little bit of enticement to try to take a shot here. Again, Mickey has a bank shot here. Does he want to try it? That's the key. I think he's just going to snuggle up that 5 somewhere. Oh, he went for it. He made it. And now he's got a little frozen to the 6 here. I don't believe that 7-8 goes, but maybe there's a way to spin it in if there's a little bit of room. I can't tell from this angle. Looks like he might be going 3 real safe behind the 7-8 again. Or he's trying to thin this and break it up. Okay, he's trying to play safety behind the 9. And he's going to get it. Good shot. All right, the 5's down now. Now I got to worry about the 6 ball. All right, awesome job. 118 likes. 654 watching on YouTube, another 60 on Facebook. Thank you guys very much for tuning in on the Shark Stream. You're watching the Shark Stream here live from the Battle of the Bull, Roanoke, Virginia. Look at that. What a nice effort there, but unfortunately didn't make the 6. And broke up the 7, and that might cost him another rack here. And as you can see here, and it's getting close to the hill here. If he can run this out, it's going to be 7-3. The only thing he's got to worry about is hitting too hard and getting behind the 9 ball, or too soft, I should say. He wants to have a nice angle on the 7 to get to the 8, and you have to get past the 9 and not onto the 8. That's pretty much perfect. Got a little stop draw shot away from making the 8 ball. He wants a little bit of an angle to get to the 9.
Outside the booth for half a minute, and sounded like Scott Frost was on the stream. Was there someone there with you, Bobby?
Me? No.
Oh, okay. Must have been just here. Well,
I mean, Austin's here, and then Georgie's here, but they're not here, like next to me.
Gotcha. Yeah, Georgie did a great job yesterday. I was listening, and what a funny little cameo when you actually asked me to turn on Zoom for a second. I had to literally run from my table to the booth to turn on Zoom so Georgie could talk, and then you had Jonas in the background.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was absolutely hysterical.
Listen, there wasn't nothing. The Europeans, that's how they are. When they get home, they get in their shorts and their boxers and they walk around.
And that's
just the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
Right, Austin? What? It's the European style. How often do we see them in the shorts and boxers right now? That's unbelievable, right?
I
As soon as they
was
get home, boom.
I was sitting in the booth, like I was playing James. I'm like, James, gotta go, give me 2 minutes. And then I go running back to the booth because you told me to turn on Zoom, and I had to find the Zoom button. And then I finally found the Zoom button, and there it is, Georgie talking for a second. And then he pans over, and there's basically a bare ass Jonas sitting in the background flexing.
He's not total bare ass. He had something on, but I mean, his top was off for sure.
Well, I did not know because all I saw was the waist up, which is all we can show on YouTube anyway.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was so funny. And so, you know, ladies, you got Georgie, you got Jonas live here on the Shark Stream. One of them more or less in the buff.
Yeah, you got to go check it out. And I got to tell you what, I got compliments from people saying that, oh, Georgie's handsome. I never seen him before. There was a lot of people commenting. So these guys are, yeah. See, look, dear Georgie's got no shirt on right now, walking around the kitchen. Just the way it is. But yeah, we got a great crew here hanging out. Great crew.
There are a set of ladies here at Yale Billiards that are perfectly fine with the situation that you have in that situation.
Did you see that shot? He just missed the ball.
He just whiffed.
Yeah. That was, he tried to thin cut that, and he just totally missed it. I've seen that before on tough cut shots, like long, close to the rail. That's one of the first times I've seen it where the ball was like in the middle of the table.
Seen me do it all the time.
Yeah. And now Mickey's off to the races here. This is tic-tac-toe.
He's looking to flex a little here. But yeah, no, it was you know, there's definitely a group of Georgie fans here at Yale Billiards, and quite frankly, if I swung that way, he is a handsome man. But having said that, I mean, it was funny to see that little clip yesterday. That should probably be a reel. Austin, get to work.
It's funny. Yeah, you got to find the time on that one, though, Brian. I don't remember when that was, but yeah.
It was the 3 p.m. broadcast, and it was about an hour in.
Okay, we'll try to find out, get a visual of that, and
it's just one of the epic, candid moments on the Shark Stream.
Yeah, definitely randomness for sure. He's got to be careful to run into the 6 here. And get funny on the 8.
I love this shot.
Oh, he almost made both. How about that?
I mean, he ran into the 6 on purpose, but I don't know. Like I said, my straight pool training has gotten me into a certain. Oh no.
He knew that right away. If you could hit the replay, Brian,
you saw him turn away.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you can hit the, if you missed it, but if you hit the replay, he knew right here. He's like, "Are you kidding me?" He knew it right there that he had a chance to get behind the 9 ball.
There was literally like 3 square inches of the table where he could be, where this would not work, and he found it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I remember Joe Rocchio, one of our other guys, used to do IT a long time ago, but he also did a lot of commentating. He once drew the picture, Brian. He said, he drew a line, the whole table except for one, as long as you don't put the cue ball here, and that's where they had the cue ball, they had no shot. 95% of the thing was covered. Yeah, exactly. Except he drew around the other area. He said, as long as you land the ball anywhere in here, you're okay. All right, so this is going to be on the hill here, Brian.
LA.
All right, he's going to be on the hill. And it looks like we're going to be doing Fedor 5. I'm not sure if it's going to be Brian myself or maybe me and Brian. I'm not 100%, but that should be a great, great match. I don't think we did any Fedor yet, have we?
Not yet on the Battle of the Bull. We've done plenty of Fedor otherwise.
Yeah.
Well, we got 122 likes now on YouTube, so I think we're safe.
All right, good job, guys. Thanks for sharing. Dan is on the hill right now. He needs 1, and Mickey's needing a long 7 here, 6, which is not out of the woods, but I mean he's deep in the neck of the woods. So he's
six in a row is no joke.
Yeah, it's a lot of way to go. There we go. The Boom and Fraser Show. I've been talking to Scott. He's here with me all week, and he's going to be at the U.S. Open. We already did 2 shows for the season already. We were already working on 3 other ones. We're going to be doing Fran and David. How about that together? We're going to be doing Earl Strickland And again, Scott Frost coming up next Monday. The show is going to take off and rock and roll. It's doing really, really well from season one. We got a lot of talking about it. So make sure you tune into that. Brian has the link in the bio, the Boom and Freezer show. And a lot of people are talking about it. It's a lot of interesting stuff on those podcasts. All right, here's the power break. No one ball. You can see his disgust. Brian, what do you think about no refs, rack your own? I mean, that cost me a lot of money for refs for the last event. I didn't need them.
Well, I don't know. I was impressed with the Florida Open. They had one ref for every 4 tables or 2 tables.
That's how we had it. That's exactly how we had it.
What's his name?
That's how we had it.
John Lehman, I think, was head referee, and he did a fantastic job.
Yeah, he was there for the Florida Open. He'll be there at the U.S. Open.
Absolutely. He's a consummate pro, and he was just named to the was it BCA? I don't want to mess it up. He was named to a recent board of directors for one of the governing bodies of pool, and I don't know if it's WPA, BCA, or one of the other ones. But yeah, he's a legend in pool, and it was great to meet him when he was here for the McDermott Open, April 3rd to April 6th here at Yale Billiards.
So Brian's a pro referee. Pro referee. I mean, I liked it too. I got to admit, I mean, all this tournament's going pretty smooth without any refs. It's really just moving along, and it's actually, I think, a little quicker because they rack for themselves. So like they rack right away. Yeah, that's
true. They don't have to worry about the official coming over to take the template off or rack the balls or any of that stuff. So there's that. But at the end of the day, you do want to have somebody that's like, hey, can you take a look at this hit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I haven't heard no issues with the pros like racking bad or racking like obviously going to rack good for yourself, but nobody's like pattern racking or racking a certain way so the 9-ball goes. So I haven't heard any of that. They seem to be respectful with the max rack, and I told you this. They are sponsoring this tournament as well, Brian Max.
Yep.
Taom max rack. So that's really cool. All right, Mickey's 2 balls away from pulling it within.
He still needs
8-4.
5 in a row. Well,
Yep.
he needs 6 in a row now, but he's gonna need 5 in a row in a minute.
Yep.
There it is. Mickey Krause, the Viking. Never say die, buddy.
Yep. Oh. Yep.
All right, so I'll probably slip out a few.
All right, here we go.
Back to the Viking, rack number 13. Mickey needs 5 in a row. Tan needs 1.
And that's the thing with these tables, though. They definitely can do it. If they're making that 1 ball and having a wide open shot, I mean, you see these guys, they're not missing much. There it goes.
Got the 1, but he's stuck on the 2 again.
Yeah, he is. The 8-ball got right in his way. Now, if that 8-ball's not there, he's off to the races.
I believe it. Yeah, absolutely.
But now the 8-ball's impeding a shot, he may have to do a push or a kick. I like the kick and stick if you can.
I think I'd go for a push, but the kick and stick is a good option, and it looks like that's where Mickey's going.
Yeah, he's got a full ball. I mean, he's got to hit it smack. Yeah, smack in the face, but he hit that a little softer than I would have thought he was going to. But
yeah, I thought he'd given that a little more juice.
All right, and I think he's going to be in trouble here.
We got 700 people tuned in right now watching Mickey and Tan, and I can only imagine how many we're going to have on Fedor. So, guys, if you're out there, guys and gals, hit the like button, follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and definitely turn on notifications. We're going to be bringing you awesome action from the Battle of the Bull all weekend long.
Yeah, and then the biggest names in the world, Shane Benboni, Fedor Gorst, Roberto Gomez.
Right here, Mickey Krause.
Yeah, Mickey Krause, Simonis, FSR, David Alcady. I mean, the list is on and on. John Mora.
Yeah, they're all there just like waiting. I mean, this is basically the prelude to the US Open taking place next weekend at Atlantic City at Harrah's. And that's going to be an amazing event. We'll also be bringing you a lot of coverage from there as well.
Yep, and that's going to be back to our old normal Shark Stream, Brunswick Arena coverage where we can't stream the matches, but we're going to get you guys updated daily, especially all the big names and of course our players, Jonas, Lucas, and we are following Georgie, FSR, and David a lot as well.
All the fellas in the bus.
Yeah, I can't wait. We're going to take a lot of pictures on the way to Atlantic City.
Oh, I can't wait to see the videos and pictures. It's going to be great. I mean, you guys are a bunch of knuckleheads, so it's basically kind of like a frat party. You just go out. It's so
funny you said that, Brian, because we're already talking about it. I'm sure you guys saw like DC Cab and the show where the people have video cameras in the cab. We need a camera for that so we can get all the shenanigans that's going on in the bus.
That's what we're going to do. So as soon as you get back from your road trip, we're going to take it over to the next door neighbors. We're going to get that sucker wrapped, and then we're going to wire that for video and sound.
Right, exactly, 100%. That's what I'm saying. We got to get it because, I mean, the stuff that, like, just us going from here to the barbecue place they were laughing and joking. I mean, it was just pretty cool.
We could definitely make that happen.
All right. No, he spun off that max rack, and that, I don't know if that hurt him, but it gave him a little bit more of a clutch shot on his eight.
I think he slipped a little when he got off of the template.
Yeah. And, Brian's a big fan of getting rid of that rack right away.
Yes, I am. All right, so he's just going to bounce off this right rail and then go 2 rails for the perfect position. Mickey in the house.
Not over yet, guys. And as you saw with Roberto, right, he was down big and he came back. It doesn't take much, these guys. They get a little bit of light and they get confident, and then watch out.
Run a package.
Yep. And then now the pressure is on the other player. They got to make sure they don't make mistakes, and then they make mistakes. Like that mistake he paid on the safe. He left Mickey a shot, and what did Mickey do? He runs the table.
All it takes. HR Biggs is in the comments section saying we're going to help you party it down. So we're going to put some LED strobe lights in there. We're going to put it on a...
We're going to do Pimp I Ride, right? Pimp I Ride.
We're going to pimp it all out. Can you imagine the Shark Party bus?
I mean, these guys, so you believe this or not, I've already having turned people away asking like to carry their luggage and stuff. So people are already getting the gist of it. So this definitely can be a thing when they go from events to, share the ride and just make it easy for the players. And of course, they always chip in a little bit of money to help me out to pay for the expenses.
Yeah, I got to pay for the gas.
Yeah, but I'm not going to charge them much as an Uber or anything. So it's a win-win for everybody. It's pretty cool.
Well, that's just it. They save on the travel expenses and you get to travel with some of your best friends. I mean, right there, it's like, that's awesome.
And get content. I mean, it's everybody's winning.
And we get content. Absolutely.
It's winning. Yeah, winning. Everybody's winning.
How many chairs are in that thing? Is it 10 or 12? I forget.
So it was 12, and then we took one out, so I made more room for a little bit extra luggage. So there's actually 11 seats.
11.
We were our first major trip from Roanoke, Virginia, into Atlantic City is going to be with 7 professionals and Austin and myself. So we're going to have 9 people with luggage and queues, and we're going to see how that goes, how much room we have. And then from there, because 11 might be a little crowded there. It's going to be, not butts to nuts, but it'd be really close. So I think with the 9, we'll have a little bit of space in each row.
7 pros and 2 shark streamers. All right, that sounds about right.
Yep.
Tell you what, if you ever want to fix the odds in a tournament, you just take that bus and turn it around.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it took a wrong turn.
I don't know how the heck we ended up in Washington.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, he's going for a jump here. He's trying to make this ball. Yeah, he missed it. Is he going to get the leave he wants?
Find out in 1, 2, 3. Wow.
Uh-oh. Mickey, if he can make this 3-ball, he's off to the races, and we're not a new set, but we're going to be pretty freaking close.
I don't think the 3 goes. I'm wondering if he's got another idea. Oh, he went for it. Yeah, it looked like he didn't have the whole pocket. And now Tan has a beautiful shot on the 3 with a huge pocket in the corner. This could be it.
He's got to get back for that 4, though. That's the key. He's got to get that back for that 4-ball. If he can do that, he's going to be good to go.
Comments are asking what we're planning on doing next. We're planning on airing Table 1, Fedor Gorst versus Petri Makkonen at 5 p.m. Nailed the 7.
I knew that 7 was going to help him, but did he get enough of it? He did not.
He got a little sketchy on the 4.
Yeah, he hit that a little thick, and that's why.
And very speedy.
Yeah, and that's why it ran into the 7, and the cue ball didn't go where he wanted it to. But he's going to stick him there, right behind the 9-ball.
This is an automatic save.
You know. I first met Mickey at the Rex Billiards. I want to say it was 2 years ago, and I did streaming with Upstate Al. I was doing commentary with him. That was the first time I met him. I never seen him play pool. I knew he was like at that point, I think he was like a 740, 745 Fargo. I heard a lot of good things about him. I'd never met him, and we had a great show.
No, I don't think I've ever met him. Has he been at Yale?
He has not, actually. He went to Rax once, and Lucas played him over there for an 8-ball not world title, but an 8-ball tournament. But he has not been to Yale yet.
Well, sooner or later we'll find him here, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Watch the stroke here, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, that last shot by Mickey was a big mistake.
Yeah, you can tell by his body language he was not happy with it.
My goodness, and Tan just returned the favor.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I expected him to really pop that back with a lot of juice, and he hit the ball a little bit off to the left side, and the cue ball drifted behind that next ball. So now he's going to have trouble here.
I thought that was going to drop. What a kick try. I'm going to replay it.
Good effort, right?
Look at this rattle. Wow. Great attempt by Tan. Looks like Mickey's, oh, wow. I think Mickey went for a bank shot and then just, I think he gave up the set here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy peasy, but definitely.
I feel like Tan can make this out.
Big shot right here, Brian. There it is. Big shot.
Yeah, that was kind of set point right there. As long as he can get the 6, 7, 8, 9, I don't know why we're frozen. There we go. The fat lady's warming up in the back room. Like Tan's going to take this one down.
Yeah, looking like it.
Wow, he went around the world. I thought he would just rolled it forward.
Yeah, he got a little long, but he's pretty good here.
I think he's in fine shape. Yeah, that's a nice shot. Real nice shot. There you have it. 9-5 over Mickey Krause. Mickey's out.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you guys are following and watching the Boom and Freezer Show. We're on YouTube and Facebook and also Spotify and, of course, Apple Podcasts. Check it out. Bobby Boom saying thanks for tuning in. Brian Brennan, I'll talk to you later.
Sounds like we'll be live in about 15 minutes with Fedor, Gorst, and Petri Makkonen. So stay tuned, folks. Turn on your notifications. We'll be back soon.
Here at the Brunswick Arena on the Shark Stream, I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. First of all, our title sponsors. Thank you very much. Brunswick Billiards, McDermott Hughes, Simonis Cloth, Aramith Balls, Taom Billiard Products, Salotto, Andy Gao. Support, share, and subscribe. And of course, all of our sponsors as well. Greater New Haven APA, Sigma Wear, team jerseys, uniforms, t-shirts, and more. Tommy's Tattoos, quality tattoo supply. Pool Table Magic, Mabel's Tables in Cheshire, NM Billiards Sales and Service, Dynamic Pressure Washing, Vaculease, WR Carbon Magic Polish, Pro Fitment Billiard Solution, Jacoby Hughes, K. Morgan Painting, Organic Ink Tattoos.